the Indian celebration at the Oscars. Three of the Indian entries have made it to the Oscar shortlist. So joining me on CNN News 18 today is a first-time filmmaker who's made waves with her very first film as a documentary shot, The Elephant Whisperers, as it has been nominated for the 95th Academy Awards. She, in fact, is joining me from LA. Kartiki Gonsalves, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Now, the fact that your small gem of a documentary is making a big global impact, has it sunk in yet?
It's still sinking in, I would say. It's absolutely surreal, and I feel extremely grateful and thankful to each and every one of the members of the Academy for nominating our documentary, The Elephant Whisperers. And I'm just very thankful to the wonderful team at Netflix for believing in the power of this truly unique family story, which showcases the lovely sacred bond between man and animal. And The Elephant Whisperers is a hopeful story of respect for and cooperation with nature in an era rife with conflict and denial of threats to our beautiful planet. And we just really hope that this film helps create more awareness, empathy, and connection to elephants and other living beings that we share our spaces with. And I think it really took me 5 years to make my debut documentary. And it was a long personal journey from the place that I call home. And that really wouldn't have been possible without the support of the Kartanagan community and Bowman and Belly, who basically just opened their hearts and trusted me with their unique experiences and a pathway ahead for all of us. And I think on behalf of Bowman Belly and Raghu and Amu, we're all super thrilled to receive this great honor. And I'm also really thrilled that the extra publicity will help spread the message of the film. And I'm very grateful to Guneet and Sika Entertainment for all their support along this journey.
Absolutely. And
it's been a wonderful journey. I'm looking forward to the rest of it.
Okay. And we also heard that Guneet Monga really wanted to abandon her honeymoon and run to LA when the Oscar shortlist was announced. How did you take the news, really? All excitement on what you're planning to wear? Who all are you hoping to meet at the Oscar ceremony? Has it really sunk in? Is it nerve-wracking and stressful yet fun?
As a debut director, yes, it is quite overwhelming and a bit stressful, but it's a beautiful journey, and it's basically a celebration of everything that's happened in the last 5 years. So it's something that is going to be able to help the documentary travel to many more places. So it's exciting.
Now, when Priscilla Gonsalves penned down this story of The Elephant Whisperers, and you decided to make it your directorial debut, did you even weigh in on an iota of this possibility that your passion project would bag itself an Oscar nomination for the Best Documentary Short Film?
With documentary storytelling, there's no story that you initially start out with. It's everything that you capture along the journey. So basically, Priscilla Gonsalves basically put the story together, and initially Garima Pura helped out with the story development in the beginning. So it was a gradual progression of what was happening in day-to-day life. And this is what was the entire story over the last 5 years. And yes, in no way did we ever think that this would be nominated. The Oscars were not on thought process at all. In fact, it was just a beautiful journey we were on at the moment, and we lived to the very end of it. This has been an extremely special journey.
Also, Kartiki, The Elephant Whisperers has been one of the most talked about releases ever since it has in fact come out. Now, what are the best responses that you've heard about your film so far? And it's coming on OTT platform. Do you think that has expanded its reach?
It's been a really special time after the documentary was released on December 8th worldwide, and Netflix has been a core part of this documentary in letting it reach out to thousands of people and reach remote corners of the world that wouldn't have otherwise had access to a documentary that is so local and from India, in a tiny little place in southern India. And some of the messages that people have been reaching out to is that it has deepened their understanding about coexistence and a deeper understanding to other living beings. And one of the most touching messages that I've received is that a lot of people realize that coexistence is the way forward, and that this movie just opens up this beam of hope, which has been in this time of a very dark time for everybody. So I think it's just beautiful that people have been reaching out about the message of hope through this documentary, and also understanding animals and elephants on a much deeper level.
Okay, taking my cue from that very word, coexistence. So coexistence, conservation and Indian culture probably could never have been presented better. What's been your all-time favorite connection story of a beautiful bond?
In this time, there are so many stories of animals being killed and species dying out that this is a positive story that highlights the beauty of man and animal working together in all its beauty. And I really believe that coexistence is the way that we need to move forward into the future. And only with mutual respect and cooperation can we save the planet. It's really important situation for right now because of the current climate change issues that we are facing and human encroachment on habitat of wildlife. We really need to learn to respect other animals. And since the elephant is such an intelligent, emotional animal, and it was a very good place for me to start. I think humans can relate to elephants because elephants share many human traits. And I'm really hoping that people will be able to relate to Raghu because so many films these days really show the danger of animals, but I wanted to show the love and connection to animals instead. An elephant is a large animal and they need to be treated with a whole lot of respect. And they're also loving and capable of lifelong bonds. And they definitely have a sense of humor. They share many similar traits to humans. And I really hope that this helps people to switch seeing them as the other and to start seeing them as one of us.
Kartiki, thank you so much and may you win the big Oscars. Thank you so much for this conversation. And with that, it's a wrap.